Hello everyone. Today I am going to be talking about money storage and all of its functions. So first of all, I will talk about the thing that most people don't know about or don't think about is the benefits from inviting people to Cashflow and the things that you can earn from them through money storage. So when the person makes deals, withdraws or transfers money, you receive a percentage of their commission. Where are partner bonuses credited? From deals. If your referred person accepts a deal, they pay a commission and you receive up to 25% of that commission. Also, just in case, and when of that 25% is the exact commission. So for example, let's say you're sending 500 USDT to your bank or something, and there will be a commission of somewhere around 10 USDT or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that one, and you will be getting 25% of the 10 USDT, not the 500 USDT, of the 10 USDT that is the commission. So also from withdrawals, for example, if they withdraw USDT, they pay a commission and you receive up to 25% of it. Also, of course, transfers, a commission is charged when funds are sent, and you also receive up to 25% of that commission. Partner program levels: send money, pay for purchases without revealing bank card details and personal information and money. So that's what money storage allows you to do. And money storage is an innovative financial service that simplifies money management. So the money storage mission is to make internet payments truly comfortable and confidential. It has a large experience in creating and supporting financial instruments, which allows it to create money storage, a universal internet payment system which can solve any problem. And down below are the listed services. So if you want to invite someone to money storage, of course you have to first invite them to your cabinet, your Cashflow, which you can do by opening Cashflow, scrolling down, and then you have a choice of either sending the QR code or showing them the QR code in person, or of course you can click on the button called copy your referral link. Once you click on that, you'll just can send the link to your person. Make sure sometimes when they do sign in, they will ask for maybe your email. If they don't, sometimes do please ask them just check and then even scroll down more once they finally make an account to make sure that they're actually under your team, because sometimes unfortunately it does happen when a person does get sent into someone else's team for some reason, some kind of glitch happens, and of course if the person does make flows, it will be complicated. So when you send that referral link or share the QR code, you need to send one, it can be literally just 1p to the person's email. Once you do that, they will receive an email from money storage, and on that email it will say that they of course received that 1p, whatever, however much you send them. And of course if they look a little lower, they can get the link to money storage through that way as well. Once they log in to money storage using the exact same email and password they used to sign in into their Cashflow, you of course can, which is also absolutely recommended, because once a person, for example, does try sending out money, money storage will just keep on decreasing and decreasing and decreasing the amount of money they can send. And because of course we don't want really any robots, and of course until they pass that verification we can't know for sure. And obviously after, in a bit, I will go on how to go through that verification. So these are some of the functions. I will show my money storage just to make this even more better. 1 second. So how, for example, you've made your money storage for the first time and you want to make a new kind of crypto, because once you make your money storage, I believe you will have, depending on what platform, for example, if you want the British one, it will be pounds, USDT, your currency, and maybe and gold or something like that, or euro. I'm not 100% sure on the last one. So also all of your currencies, cryptocurrencies, will be numbers. What are those numbers? Those are the wallet numbers, like this one here. If I didn't call it USDC, it will just be named like this number. If you want to rename anything, all you have to do is literally just click on any currency that you want, click on the gear icon, and then you click on rename, and then you can rename it into anything you want to. And of course over here you can also delete any currencies that you don't want, so I'll show you that in a second. Oh sorry, also the bill, what is that? Is literally just a bill. You can click on it, you can write the amount, you can write down a purpose of payment or not, optional. After that, it's going to show you a QR code, so obviously the person, if it is in person, you're seeing each other, you can of course just show them the QR code and they can scan it, or you can just click on this button here and copy the URL and send it to them, and it will just open money storage for them, and then they will be asked if they want to send that money or not. So how do I make new currencies, cryptocurrencies? You click on the plus icon on the bottom. So now it will ask you for a wallet name. Just for an example, I will be making the United States dollar currency. So you wanna name it. After that, you wanna click on the currency, and then you can choose from many of these currencies. So I can always scroll down slowly just to show you the options that we have here. So you want to click on the one that you want. I've seen a glitch happen where sometimes the wallet creation button doesn't go red. So if you're on a phone, you want to click anywhere else just to make sure your keyboard disappears. If the wallet creation button still is not working, what you can try is literally just deleting one of the letters and putting them back, and sometimes it just fixes it. So after you click on wallet creation, it will show you this, and after that, if we scroll down, you'll find it right here. If you have a currency that you don't really use or anything, you can of course click on the gear icon and click on delete, and I'll just show you that of course it's called USD because I already called it, but you can call it anything you want and it will be called that in the money storage. See, and of course you can click on the gear icon again, click on delete. Make sure that if you are deleting anything, make sure that you don't have any coins in it or anything, because if you do delete it, there is a high chance that it will be gone. So now I will show you the next part. The next part is currency exchange and the safe box. I will go over the safe box option right now. So for example, if you click on whichever currency you want, it is recommended that if you have a high sum amount of money, that you keep it in your safe box. Why? Because it's not that money storage gets hacked and your accounts get hacked or something like that. The problem is in people's emails getting hacked, because it is really simple nowadays to get access to email, because if you have ever subscribed or made an account for popular clothes brands or any like popular websites, there is a high chance that that one has been hacked before. And of course, if you haven't changed your password lately, And if you don't have like Google authentication app, I think it was called, or something, some kind of two-factor authentication, of course they can just go in simply, and then they can just look at what the emails you had, and you see, do you have money storage, and of course they can just steal the money, stuff like that. So yeah, of course, if you have two-factor authentication on money storage, then unless if they somehow gain access to that as well, then they won't be able to get in. So if you do have a high amount of money, it's literally just another way to protect your money. So if you click on the safe box, you will be prompted to create a safe box. You can now, obviously, you write the amount and then make a PIN code. As it says here, attention, PIN code cannot be recovered, therefore use a combination that you will remember exactly. If you need to, please write it down somewhere and hide it so that no one else can find or anything, because of course if they find that PIN code, then they are gonna know the PIN code in order to access your safe box. And of course, if you lose that PIN code, then unfortunately for you, we will not be able to help you out with that whatsoever. So if you do lose your PIN code, it is what it is, you can't get the money back. So yeah. Next thing is currency exchange. So if you go on the bottom of your screen, there's a button called exchange. If you click on that, you will be prompted the two currencies, and obviously, as it says, it's literally just a currency exchange. So for example, what it is useful for, if you, for example, send Bitcoin to your money storage, you can just choose Bitcoin here and then change it to GBP, whatever currency you need. And of course, it's also a nice way to find out how much a currency is in a certain currency. For example, let's say 3 Bitcoin is 176,761 pounds. Next up, we have how to transfer money in money storage. How do you do that? If you click on transfer, you will have on the right side, you'll have the currencies. At the moment of this video, there is still not a way to take money out into, for example, a bank. If you're in England, let's say Barclays, you can't take out money to it through GBP, because if I, for example, say GBP, it says visual records is a visual of this currency to external details is not supported. So if you want to take money out to your Barclays or whatever, you're gonna have to get an app or website that can receive cryptocurrency, and then have the ability to send GBP or whatever it is that you need to your bank. So if you want to take it out, the one I use normally is USD. Left side here, you write the amount you want to send, or you can click the button called available and it will just automatically put the amount of money that you have. If you are verified, you can send up to 500 USD every day, and if you're not, it's like, I believe it's 200 or 250, and it keeps on going down just to make sure that you verify yourself. Over here is the method, obviously TRC20, ERC20 and QRC20 is our new thing. It hasn't been released for anything so far, so I won't be going over that for now. And also, if you saw me when I click on the address, it says this Revolut USD Tron. What is that? It is a requisite. So if you click on the three line button on the top left, then click on requisites, you'll see I have 3 of them here. If you want to make one, you have to click on the plus. You can name it whatever you want. Then you click on the payment card, and then you can choose whichever currency you want, for example Tron, for USDT Tron, and then you go to your website or app that you can receive that USDT Tron with, paste it into here, and then you have a requisite. So if you want to ever send money to yourself in a quick manner, you can just click on transfer, choose the currency, choose the amount, make sure it's the same method, and then when you click on address, you can click on the address that you put down, and you can include commission and transfer amount or not if you want, and then you click on transfer, and you can add a comment as well. Then how do you send also money to other people in who use money storage? You click on other user. After that, it's going to ask you for email, and obviously you just put down the email, and then you can send the money to another wallet. Is if you want to send money to other wallets. For example, how do I find my wallet number? If you go back to wallet and click on any currency you want, the exact this amount number for here is your wallet number for the currency. So that's how you send the money to that wallet number. Next up is I'll go over the deals. So how do the deals work? When you click on deals on the bottom right, the handshake icon, you have everyone is offered, I am offered, and I offer. How does that work? So if you click on, I'll just go over the two other parts afterwards. So if when you go on click on deals, you'll automatically be on everyone is offered. Left side here is the thing that you're giving away. Right side is what you're receiving. No, sorry, I mean left side is what you're buying, left side is what you are buying, right side is what you're giving away. So for example, so for example, if you there you go, one currency. At the moment of time, it is 12/05/2026 at 3 o'clock. One currency right now costs £275, 12p. So if you want to buy, for example, one currency for your flows, you know, if you make one, you need to pop up your currency, of course, depending if there is an offer or not. So how do you accept it? You literally just click on the one that you want to accept. It will show your rate, back rate, commission, transaction date. You click on the button accept. It's gonna ask confirm the deal. Are you sure you want to accept this deal? When you click OK, as long as you have the funds for it, it will go through. Unless if someone bought it first from you. Next up, we will go over how to contact the support team. If you click on the 3-line button on the top left, you will see these options. If you click on help, the first few parts are just frequently asked questions. If they don't help you, of course, scroll down. It says here, the answer will be sent to your email. There are no technical support messages. Technical support does not send links. So if you do need help with support team, of course you write down the title of the problem and enter the complaint or problem, and then of course after, depending on like how the problem, after a certain time, probably like 2 business days maximum, if they will send you an email. The email will be most likely under EID or money storage, and it will say how to fix the problem, or if you need to contact your top leader or something like that. And then next part is the settings. When you click on the settings, you can subscribe to the notifications, and you can log in into your EID. So if you just give me a second, I shall log into it and then I'll show you how it looks like. There you go. So how does this is how it looks like. You have your email, mobile phone number, name, last name, and any of the other socials that you put down here. If you click on authentication settings, it will show you second factor authentication settings, and you can authenticate using email, authenticate via OTP application, or authenticate through Telegram. Of course, it is recommended to use an app. For example, the Google authentication app will work perfectly fine. Then over here, set up login security, allow login from a new device browser. So how does that work? If you have this on the right side glowing blue, that means if anyone tries to sign in to your account from a new device / browser that the system doesn't recognize, then they will be still allowed. But if you turn it to the left, then any new device or browser will not be allowed to log in. Then over here you have your extended profile. So for example, if you are like a leader or you invite a lot of people that you don't know, if they ever want to maybe contact you, they can look when they click on your name on the top, they will see this info that you put down. So for example, if you put down your Facebook, they will see the Facebook. You can put your gender, date of birth, specify the languages and all of the other stuff. And obviously, if you go back to the main page of the profile, then on the bottom you can change your password. So you'll have to put down the new password that you want, repeat that new password, and then click on the button change. So what's next? I've gone over that. So yeah, guys, if you need any more if you have any more questions, need any kind of help, of course, please contact me or write down in the comments. And of course, if you are needing any kind of more information, of course, check out the other YouTube videos that I have on this YouTube account. So guys, I wanna thank you for listening. I hope that this was a helpful guide to you, and I wish you the best of luck, and that you understand that this is a absolute blessing of a project, and that you start inviting other people in and changing their lives for the better, because my life after Cashflow has been an uphill and no downhills whatsoever. So yeah, hopefully you understand what I'm talking about, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.